All right, back for a week 3 predictions video. Glad to be here. Got JJ joining in on this one.
What's up, guys?
We are going to do our normal stuff, players of the week, and then the Heisman race and predict this week's schedule of games. Kind of patch notes to go over, same things we do every week. If you're a road team in a game of the week, you need to be attempting to stream. If you can't stream, or it starts lagging or something like that, let myself or another commission know, and then you can cut it. Also, don't be afraid to ask your opponent, because a lot of times if you're playing somebody, they'll stream if you can. Stay on top of your recruiting. It's a big deal. There's some rosters starting to really kind of fall behind because they all are not doing your recruiting and things like that. You need to be on that. There's no excuse not to be pulling in at minimum 3 stars. And then rules. We haven't had a rule break this year. It's been great. Did not have many last year, so everybody's doing a really good job at that. Stay on top of it, especially for our new guys coming in. We had 6 new users come in this offseason. Go read the rules, update yourself on them. If you have any questions, ask me or another commission, and we'll get it figured out. Don't be afraid to pause in the middle of your game, too, and check the rules if you're unsure. All that being said, let's look at the top 25 here for a second. Got JJ, Texas A&M, there at number 1. Penn State, Ohio State, Colorado, and Clemson are your top 5. Michigan, 2 CPUs. And then Alabama and Baylor, your top 10. And it looks like Iowa, Syracuse, Arkansas, Mississippi State, Florida State, Texas, Auburn, Florida, and USC are also in the top 25. You got a lot of users in. Like to see that. Our Heisman watch. Your defending Heisman champ, Malachi James, back up here at number 1. Followed by QB from Kansas, running back Cordell Wiggins, the 95 overall running back from Michigan. There at 3rd. Cam Michael, he's a Heisman winner as well. Might have been twice in a row. I can't even fucking remember. For Colorado up there in 4th, and then halfback Bryce McLeod out of Penn State up there at 5th. See, he started him, Des. I told you had to start it with that 99 speed, man. All right. Let's do the players of the week. All right, your National Defensive Player of the Week is Jalen McClain, safety out of Ohio State. Had 11 tackles, a sack, 4 TFLs, 3 interceptions, and a touchdown in a 63-21 win over SMU for Hayden. I assume that must be his user.
Yeah, that one I would assume. The offense, I want to say this ain't no user, but DZ Jones.
You want to say his stats, or?
Oh, I didn't know since he was a CPU, but 17 catches, 256 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Crazy from a random CPU team.
Yep. ACC Defensive Player of the Week, Daniel Harris. Sam linebacker out of Miami had 5 tackles, interception, a pass breakup, and a touchdown in a 17-14 win in LA over the Trojans.
Offense player of the week for the ACC is Keelan Russell. 443 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and also a running touchdown. But he did lose by 21 points.
Yeesh, man, y'all playing basketball out there, man.
Yeah, it was a shootout in the second half.
Jeez. Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week, Manny Rackers, edge out of Boise State. 1 tackle, 1 TFL, 2 interceptions from an edge rusher. What on earth? In a 28-3 loss to Clemson.
Offense player of the week is Lason Waller III. With 13 catches, 147 yards, and a win. Good shit, Dwayne.
The force win, but yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Big Ten, of course, same defensive player, so we won't repeat that.
Offense player, Derek Duggan, 9 catches, 128 yards, and 5 touchdowns.
God, Clip, you think you'd guard the guy who scored 4 times before he got that 5th one, man. Yeesh. And then finally, the SEC Defensive Player of the Week, Sean Woodall. 1 tackle, 2 picks, and a touchdown, a 41-28 win over Baylor.
Then Offense Player of the Week is Tristan Norman, 11 catches, 171 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I honestly didn't even realize he did that good.
Spam much, huh? Spam much. 11 catches.
Bro, I had another guy with 150 yards that game.
Good stuff across the board for everybody's players of the week. Get into the games. There is some interesting games this week. It's not like a really bad week or anything like that. Nothing crazy, though. There's a couple really good matchups and then some other stuff. So, third-ranked Ohio State at 2-0. Buckeyes, Coach Hayden, traveling in to Auburn, to the Plains, to play the 18th-ranked Auburn Tigers at 2-1, and Coach Peso.
Should be a good game. Peso, I feel like he's been a little inconsistent this year. I saw him be good at times, but I think Hayden will go in, handle business, win 35-17.
I like Peso's roster a lot this year. It's really good defensively. He's got some really good quarterbacks. The way that Peso plays, too, is going to frustrate Hayden. So I could see this one being a sneaky close game, actually. I think the better roster and the better user will pull it out in the end, but I think this one screams close game. So I'm going to go 28 to let's go 24-17. Ohio State beats Auburn. Next, one of our marquee matchups, the 6th-ranked Michigan Wolverines at 3-0, and Coach Chapo traveling down to Chapo Town, or T-Town, play the 9th-ranked Alabama Crimson Tide at 1-1, and Coach Twan.
Yeah, this should be a really interesting game. They both got similar play styles in a way. Probably going to be low scoring, run heavy. But I'm going to give the edge to Twan, where he's at home, just come off of a loss, so he needs a bounce back win. But give me Twan 24-21, game-winning field goal.
I think that Chapo's got his best roster yet, especially at quarterback and running back. Those two dudes are monsters. Defensively, I think he is the better user as well. I know I should be picking good user at home here, but something's telling me to take Chapo on the road. So I'm going to take Chapo to win this on the road, game-winning field goal, 38-35 over the Tide. Next, we have the 1-1 LSU Tigers and Coach Dang traveling down to the Gardens to play the 1-1 Miami Hurricanes and Coach Rob.
It's kind of hard to predict this game because his Dang's one game was against Savon. Seemed like he put up some points, so not too bad, but lit up 59. But I'm still gonna go Dang on this one, what I know from his past, but I don't think it's gonna be no blowout or anything. Give me him 28-24.
Yeah, scored 38 points on Savon. That's pretty good. I'm going to take LSU to roll here. It'll just kind of be a gradual beatdown. It won't be real ugly at any point in time. You'll look up and it'll be a 21-point win, though. So I'll say 38-17 LSU beats Miami. Next, you got the 17th-ranked Texas Longhorns at 2-0, and Mike traveling down to Gainesville to play the 20th-ranked Florida Gators at 1-0, and Gabe.
I think this could be a really good game. It's at Florida, and I know Mike's one of those users too. I feel like he does a lot of hot routes, so this might be a struggle game for him. I need Mike. If you're listening, I need a win. Gabe has a visit this week, but I'm still gonna go Gabe 24-17.
Yeah, both these two users did not have the year they wanted to have last year and looking for a rebound. Off to good starts. In particular, for Mike, this would be huge. Just be 3-0 and get a big win like this on the road. Man, this feels like a coin flip. I would pick, Gabe's a better offensive user. Defensively, neither one of them are that crazy, but I do think Mike has the edge defensively. I think I'm going to pick Gabe just because of the home field advantage. But I'm going to say 38-24, Florida wins. Next, the 0-2 Georgia Bulldogs. Coach Board traveling down to Tallahassee to play the 16th-ranked Florida State Seminoles at 2-1, and Coach LP.
Actually, I don't really know nothing. I haven't got to have a chance to watch Georgia play yet, but I've been seeing his record and stuff right now. So I'm gonna go LP 38-14.
Yeah, I think the Noles are mad after the Fair Sim loss last week to Oklahoma, and he lays it on Georgia because of it. I like your score a lot. I'm going to go 38-17. Florida State beats Georgia. Going to 12. 1-1 Stanford Cardinal. Coach Chevy traveling to Dallas to play Clip and his SMU ponies, the Mustangs. I think this may be his first home game with SMU. Well, it's SEC. I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at Big 12. No, it's not. He had Ryan at home week 1. Okay.
So SMU, he has 2 losses to Hayden and Ryan, right?
Yes.
He has a bad team, and he played 2 of the best users. It seems like he's actually a good user and stuff. So I'm going to try to – I don't think he's going to be able to blow out just because SMU ain't the best, but give me him 35-24.
Yeah, Chevy had a 7-5 year last year. Had a good opportunity to start off 2-0 this year. Lost 10-0 at home to Delvin. Never a good sign. Flip has been impressive. I think when he gets that team right, he's going to be a really good user. I'll say SMU rolls in this one. I'm going to go 45-14 SMU. Or let's go 42-14. SMU beats Stanford. Next, 1-2 BYU Cougars. Coach Dwayne traveling into Iowa City to play the 11th ranked Hawkeyes. Coach Chance. I don't think Chance has played a game yet, so this should be his first game in the league.
Oh, so he hasn't played a game yet? I was going to try to look at his
No.
past scores real fast before.
Yeah, he had a forced win last week, and then I think he had a week 0 game or week 1 game. Yeah, week 1 Baylor that he lost on a forced loss. So he hasn't played a game.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to predict for this game, but I'm going to believe in Chance. I'm going to give him 24-21.
Yeah, I'd at least give Dwayne some thought if he was home, but on the road against Iowa, whose roster really isn't that bad. Let's go with the Hawkeyes to win this one. I'm going to go 31-21. Next, 1-2 Oklahoma Sooners. Coach Moore traveling to Cuse to play the 13th ranked Orange at 2-1, and Coach Ryan.
What in the world? You said, wait, what game are you on?
Oklahoma at Syracuse.
Oh, for some reason I was on the Big 12 part. Give me a blowout. This shouldn't be that close, but give me Ryan 49-21.
I did accidentally skip down to the Big Ten. You're right. We will go ahead and do that game since we're already there. Yeah, that's not bad. I'll go Ryan to win this one. It was close last time these two played, actually, but I think Ryan wins this one to blow out. I'll go 52-21. 52-28. Syracuse wins. All right, back to the Big 12 page now. All right, so Wisconsin at 1-1. The Badgers and Coach Delvin traveling to Boise to play the 0-2 Broncos and Coach G's.
I think G's gets his first win in the season, bounce back from the first 2 weeks, and he wins 28-17.
Yeah, I like G's here. Delvin plays relatively good defense. This game won't be a blowout. But I think it'll be a low-scoring win for G's. I'm going to go 24-10. Boise State beats Wisconsin. We're going to skip over the next game for obvious reasons. We'll come back to that one to finish the video up. Got 15th ranked Mississippi State at 1-1. My Bulldogs traveling to Pasadena to play the UCLA Bruins 0-2 and Coach Domo.
I haven't got to watch Coach Domo play yet, but so it's hard to predict this one again. But I'm gonna give Jason the edge of this. I'm gonna give him 38-21. Jason.
Yeah, Domo's looked good. I think in his first 2 games he put up a bunch of points versus Gabe, and then he played Baylor relatively close. Definition of a trap game. I've played since week 0. Switching quarterbacks this week 2. I think I'll win, but this is going to be close. I'm going to go 31-28. State beats UCLA. Next, we got the Civil War rivalry here. Got the 0-2 Oregon Ducks. Coach Freeway traveling to Corvallis to play the 0-3 Oregon State Beavers. Coach Brock. Both these two desperately need a win to get things going back in the right direction.
This should be a good game. Rock has low-key been a little disappointing to me recently.
Little?
But I think big time disappointing. But I think he gets his first win of the year. Give me him 27-21.
Both these two have been disappointing, I think, since Freeway's fall from grace after year 1. He looked actually pretty solid. Neither one of them have a great roster. Freeway's is better. I'm going to take the Ducks to win here. Freeway gets his first win. These two are friends in real life. They know each other. Probably played a bunch, so it won't be a blowout. But I'll say 42-28. Ducks win. Going now to the Big Ten games. So, huge matchup here. Second-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions 3-0. Coach Des traveling to Fayetteville to play the 14th-ranked Arkansas Razorbacks. Coach Drop at 0-1. Drop's first game to Ryan.
Okay, I didn't even know Drop and Ryan played, but it's at Arkansas and stuff. Drop's a pretty good user at home and stuff, and but I don't feel like Des' play style really affects him on the road that much, the way he plays. So I'm going to give Des the edge. I think he's going to get the run game going early, and I'm going to go Des 31-27.
He stole my thunder on this one. This has nothing to do with Drop. Like me, I don't really have anything negative to say about Drop in this matchup. I just have really positive things to say about Penn State. I played them week 0. Now, granted, he was at home for that matchup, but this is the best roster that Des has ever had, even counting last year. I mean, they're nuts. His offensive line is the greatest offensive line I've ever seen in my life. He's got 99 speed running backs. His defense is crazy. And when you look at Drop with only an 80 overall quarterback who's throwing under pressure isn't very good, I think if he can't run the ball effectively, he's going to have a really tough day. I think Penn State's going to find a way to win this one on the road. I'm going to go 28-20 Nittany Lions. Now to the SEC matchups. Might be on for a big one here. Yeah, all right. Number 1, Texas A&M at 2-0, and the Aggies, Coach JJ, traveling to Boulder to play the 4th-ranked Colorado Buffaloes at 3-0, and Coach Savon. Of course, JJ won the Natty last year. Savon won the first 2 Natties. Have you beat Savon yet this year, though?
Yeah, I beat him to go to the national championship.
That's right. That was the first time you beat him this year, I think, is what it was. This is a huge matchup. Obviously, this one's a big-time one in this league, always in general, but early season matchup like this. Let me pull up the streaks here while I got it, because both of y'all are on some pretty impressive streaks, to say the very least. So our conference win streak, well, that one doesn't matter. Our longest win streak is yours at 17 games now, and our longest home win streak is Savon's also at 17 games. So one of those streaks is about to end right here. I'll give my pick first since it's your game. Oh man. I think when in a situation like this, you really have to look to home field advantage to be the difference. Especially I think you have a more pass heavy scheme than he does. I also think that his scheme is harder to plan for with the RPOs and such, although your roster is probably a little better. I'm going to take Colorado to win this one at home. I think it'll be close, but he'll do what he has to do to win. 35-31. Buffs take the W.
Man, I expect this to be a really good game. I have a couple of questions on my defense right now of how I'm going to approach putting what players where. So I think this is going to be a huge game. Hopefully I can get my pass game going on the road. Always going to take myself to win, of course. I think this is going to be, after so many times we played, I think towards the end of our last playoff game, we figured out each other's offense more and know what to do. So I'm going to give myself the win 24-21. Just need to stop the RPOs is the main keys on big third downs.
Should be fun. Be best matchup of the week for sure. Definitely probably the best matchup of the season this far. That is going to do it for the PR video. Appreciate JJ helping in. Anybody who's watching now or going to be watching in the future, of course, y'all stay on top of your recruiting, your rules, and then streaming, and we won't have no problems. Everybody have a good night.